Hi guys, this is totally Sassy T from the 803. How are you guys doing? Doing good. Just got off this 12-hour shift. Got out a little early. Thought I'd do a little quick video for you guys. And before we get started, remember all things on this channel is alleged. In my opinion, it is for learning. It is for teaching. It is for sheer entertainment. Okay? And at times we are doing entertainment because on this channel, on SASSYTEA-V from the 803, we do reality TV. We do reality all reality, and we do reality life. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Today I was watching the Pascal show. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys go over there. Love him. He's always detailed, very well spoken, well spoken, and always have great information. So he was talking about Gerardo Zuniga. He was talking about the lead attorney, and he was saying that, you know, people would choose to believe what they believe. He also has a former FBI agent. Her name is Jennifer Coffendorfer. Okay, she is a former agent. She gave a lot of detail on this. One thing I will say, she did say with Zuniga that the language barrier may be different, and she said that she does not doubt his sources, but because there's a different language barrier, he might be taking certain things as they would in Mexico. So here we go. She was asked a lot of questions. Okay, was Daejhanae Jackson detained or arrested? She explained the process as I have. Mexico, because it happened in Mexico, the unalive of Shanquella Robinson happened in Mexico. She said Mexico will be the country to issue arrest warrant. Okay, that warrant would then go to, of course, Interpol and all that. They have to make sure all the dots and all this is covered, right? Right. So Interpol then sends it to the Department of State, the DOS. The DOS, you know what I'm saying, they do the same thing, making sure everything is aligned for the United States government to step in. Okay, these are different entities, all right? Then from the DOS, it goes to the DOJ. This is where my husband comes in, okay? Goes to the DOJ. The DOJ then goes to a judge to get a warrant issued. If the DOS has investigated, has made proper protocols, and then from the DOJ, it goes to the FBI agents. These FBI agents will detain or arrest the person that is the warrant is for. Okay, so this is how the process works. I said this last night. I have a government husband. I understand. Okay, so with that being said, Interpol does not have officers, you guys, that go and arrest people. I told you guys that. They're just what it is. It's an Interpol full of, let's say, lawyers, retired officers, you know, people that are keen on certain things and making sure everything is, you know, from different countries. Persons from different countries come and they review and they know their country laws. Okay, and so from the DOJ, once the DOJ gets enough evidence, they can go to the judge, like I said, and then they can get the arrest warrant. They then give it to the FBI agents, which is a whole different entity. They go and they pick them up, they detain them. Okay, now the parents cannot just go to the Department of State and the DOJ. Okay, they have to go through proper channels to request this. Okay, so she was also asked, has Dejanay Jackson been arrested? And does she think Gerardo Zuniga is lying? She said, then go look at him. I don't think he's lying. I honestly think that the communication barriers are twisted. She said, I don't know Mexican law. I cannot debunk what he is saying because he has his sources just like we have our sources. She was then asked, would the parents of Shanquella know if she's been detained? She said they could not. They would not at the time. They will eventually know through a liaison when it's okay. But they may not know for a while that this person has been detained. But the liaison works with the victims and the victim's family. And once it's okay to say that person has been detained and arrested, then they can go to the family and say, look, we have arrested this persons, and this is what's going to happen now. Okay? She could not confirm or deny if Dejanay has been arrested, you guys. She could not. She said, it's not plausible right now, but I cannot say if they have arrested her. Well, not arrested, detained her. She also said, like I told you guys, she will not show up. Her name or none of that will show up. None of it. This is not a state thing. This is an international arrest. Okay? She said you will not see her name. You will not see it in local authorities. They will not give this information out to local TV stations at this point in time because the DOJ, the DOS, the FBI, they have to keep a certain amount of things quiet. All right? So, do I believe she's arrested or detained? Something is happening. I don't know. I do not believe Gerardo Zuniga is lying. I do think there's a language barrier because some of the things that we ask, he might be taking it as, this is what it means in Mexico. He explained Mexican law, okay? And she explained how this works. Now, she did say that it was horrific. She saw the video. She saw the slinging of Dejanay slinging her neck, and she said she saw when she went back and she started beating her again, and she said when she beat her again she didn't have a chance to get up. She said she saw that. Okay? And she said it was just senseless, inhumane, and all of them need to be, could face charges. Will pretty much face charges. It just depends on what the DOJ comes up with. Okay? So, and also you guys, she said that this is moving along very fast because this doesn't really move along this fast. She said Mexico is really on the ball. They have got the arrest warrants. They have sent them to the DOS. The DOS has to approve it because guess what? The warrants are here. All right? So the DOS has to pass this on to the DOJ. So maybe it's still in the DOS and DOJ position right now. And we're waiting on the warrants from the DOJ to go ahead and proceed to pick her up if she hasn't already been picked up. Okay, you guys? So I go over there. It's a very, very educational topic with the Pascal show. It is very enlightening. I agree with him. He is a lot like me. All this extra stuff, I don't pay attention. I pay attention to the facts. The facts are, Dejanay got up that morning, don't know what time, but it was morning. They got up, she attacked Shanquella. She threw 36 blows the first time. 36. This is before she grabbed her by the hair and slung her neck. And then threw about 20 more. Okay? She threw 36 blows. She grabbed her by the hair and the neck. She slung her and she fell down. And when she did, she punched her. Her head went back. And Shanquella did not move. They left her there. Left her on the floor. The maid come, they go out and do their thing. They're enjoying their day because they come up with this idea. Okay, we can leave. And then we'll pretend like she got ETOH poisoning. And then we'll just let her lay there and she's on the floor. And we can say she got out the bed and must have fell or something. And so we're going to go out and enjoy ourselves and do this and do that. Make sure we get our tickets and stuff to get back home. And then when the maid found her, the maid called them and they run in as if it was a surprise. Oh, well, she was fine. She was just sleeping it off. We gotta call the doctor. And all the time Winter is on FaceTime watching this, showing the fight, doing all this stuff, and showing what's going on. And then when she did move, they called the doctor, concocted this story. All of them was in it together. The police in Mexico did not follow protocol. They did not arrest them. They supposed to arrest them, held them until an investigation was done. Instead, they let them go, falsified arrest, falsified what happened, and then the autopsy came out and said, no, that's not what happened. Now you don't let some criminals go in the United States. Now we got to go through all this mess. 2 weeks go by, and then Geraldo Zuniga and Gerald Jackson broke the story. It went viral, still viral to the day. Okay? It is still viral right now. And all this extra stuff is coming out. So, now all this is alleged when I'm talking. And we know this is alleged. I have to say that. Now everybody's prosecuting Zuniga because his language barrier is different. It is going to be different. As Jennifer Kavanaugh said, this is a different process. This process is very different, and don't get it twisted. When somebody is arrested, they don't know. Families don't know until they get a liaison, the okay to talk with the victim's family. They will be notified, but not right away. And I told you guys that because we wasn't notified right away. We weren't. But the victim, the advocate came and let us know when, what happened, how they apprehended him, where they did it, and all that. Okay? I've been through this. I try to tell you guys, listen. Listen to me. And I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to lie. I'm ready for justice just like everybody else. But this is a slow process, but it's speeded up. Mexican authorities are ready to prosecute. Now it's in the hands of the DOS, the DOJ, to issue this warrant. Well, go to before the judge saying the DOS has given us information. They have approved that this is a crime, and we have looked it over as well. We need a warrant for this person's arrest. And they go to the FBI. They go out. They seek these people, a person, and they bring them in. And they can be held for, I don't know how long, before they let the victim family know. So let's not discredit people because of a language barrier. You know, for yourself, 2 in America means 1-2 pills. Dose something in Mexico, like we do medicine, when they look at it and you put a 2 on there, they think it's something else and they don't double their medications. We have to be careful with how we target people, okay? And all this other stuff, all this other crap that's out here, spicy videos and this and all this stuff, it doesn't even matter anymore. What matters is justice for Shanquella Robinson, okay? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep fighting this and getting justice. And not only that, you guys, before Quila, which is Shanquella Robinson's sister, said that day, the 27th, she came by, she was in good spirits, she said she was going on the trip, but she thought that she was going with the same people that she always go with. She didn't know these people that she was going with. She knew she was going with Khalil, and she never thought in a million years Khalil would do this to them. But you don't know how those enemies, honey, they can betray you, they can pull on you, they can find your weakest spot, and they will be there and they will use you up if you don't open your eyes, okay? So you guys, this is all I have to say. I just want to come on here and clarify a lot of things. Is she arrested? I don't know. She could be, but there's no, and even Pascal said, he read the same thing I read. It said, he even asked Jennifer, he said, I'm reading this and it doesn't deny, it doesn't prove it either. You know, it don't, Juno, as these statewide, neither one of them would give a direct answer. So we're in limbo. We're in limbo. And we might be in limbo because she might be getting detained soon. Who knows? I don't know. But what I do know is they're not going to tell the family right away. It can be some time before they tell the family. So let's just keep praying that this will happen, that this will end soon. Justice will be for Shanquella and her family, and we can just finally get some justice. And we got to keep pushing this, because we don't, they're going to push it up on the rug. It's going to be a lost cause. We got to keep going. Got to keep going, okay? Cannot be listening to these extra out here. Stick to the facts. Keep your eyes on the prize. And that is justice for Shanquella Robinson. All right, you guys. I'll be going live in about 20 minutes. Bye.